Hi everybody, it's Jeannie Fisher, a certified financial planner and senior 401k advisor with Argy, and we've had some pretty complicated videos lately, so I thought we would take it a little bit easier this week, partly because it's a Sunday evening and I'm in a Marriott, but also because this is a really good topic for this time of year. It's the holidays, we're all feeling very festive, we are probably eating more and drinking more than we typically would, but we are definitely spending more than we typically would. And as a CFP pro, I get asked all the time about credit cards and credit card debt. So drum roll please. I might surprise you when I say this, but I actually think credit cards can be really good, okay? So just hear me out on this, all right? There's reasons why. First off, high level, credit cards, actually a lot of the systems have really good tools for tracking where your money's going. So typically you can log into your credit card online and you can see what you're spending in restaurants and what you're spending in shopping. And I like that it's recorded. I like the track record relative to cash. Personally, I think that's great. There can be really good rewards programs. Airline points, retail stores, Disney, you name it, find something you like, there's probably a rewards card for it. They have good fraud protection. If somebody steals it, a lot of the times they won't hold you liable for those expenses that you really hadn't consented to. But the big one, right, the number one reason why I say I think credit cards can be a good thing is they can be one of the fastest ways to build your credit. Okay, and credit is so important, you guys. Credit is basically our ability to handle debt, like our ability to borrow money and pay it back. And there's a lot of times in your life where you're going to be borrowing money. Your home, a car, student debt, all of these things are going to be looking at your credit score. And the higher your credit score, the lower the interest rate on the debt that you do borrow, and the more likelihood that you'll even be allowed to borrow the money. So credit scores are so important. And this might surprise you, but sometimes future employers look at your credit score. Sometimes landlords will. It is your symbol, right? Like it is your number on how responsible you can be with debt. And just because of the way credit cards operate, that can be one of the most efficient ways to build or rebuild that credit score. Now, obviously, we have to use credit cards responsibly. Duh, okay? So let's talk through how we do that. And it's really easy. Do not put more on your credit card than you can cover every month, okay? There's going to be an interest rate tied to that money. And in credit cards, it tends to be really high. It can be higher than 25%. Now, I did a video a couple of weeks ago where I was comparing saving and investing in your 401k versus paying off student debt. And we were talking about annual interest in the 7 to 9% range. I have personally seen credit cards with interest rates almost to 30. Okay, that's crazy. So if you have credit card debt, pay it off now, right? Priority number one, it's costing you so much money to carry that balance. But if you're just now taking out a credit card, pay off that balance every single month. You will harm your credit if you don't. Okay, you have to pay it off. So this leads me to my next point. This might surprise some of you, but you can actually set your own credit limit. And this is where I think people misuse the credit card. When I was in college, I was pre-approved for a $3,000 a month limit. Obviously, I could not pay that. So I called the credit card company and I said, listen, I can only afford $500. I want you to set my limit to that. And then when I hit the limit, the card just got denied. Right? If you overdraft on a debit card, you get a $35, you get some type of overdraft fee, but the credit card just cuts you off, right? And I knew that at that $500, I could cover it every month and I didn't have to worry about spending outside of my means. So it's so important that you pay it off every month. And if you're not comfortable with the limit that they set you, or you think it might be a little bit too much, call them back and have them set it a little bit lower. All right. Now, the final point that I want to make is one way to really show your ability to pay off the debt via the credit card is to keep the account open for a long time. Okay, you don't want to churn. You don't want to open a card and close it, open a card and close it. Show the world that you can borrow money and pay it back responsibly month after month after month. So there's other ways to build your credit. You can put utilities in your name, in your house. If you share a house with people, utilities, a cable bill, a phone bill, all of those things will help you build your credit. But the credit card is one of the fastest ways to do it. So in the right environment, a credit card can actually be a really great financial tool. I hope that you guys took something from this. In this holiday season, be sure that whatever you are charging to your credit card, you can pay off next year. And we will be back again sometime next week with another video, but that's it for now. I hope you guys took something really great from this, and we'll talk to you soon.